Hello students, welcome to our economics class. In the last classes, we have discussed topics like finance commission, federal finance, etc. And today's topic is types of money from the same unit, that is unit number 9, money, banking and inflation. So what are the different kinds of money? So there are nearly 9 types of money. There are commodity money, representative money, legal tender money, optional money, metallic money, paper money, standard money, token money and credit money. These are the 9 types of money which we are going to discuss today. Before starting various types of money, we will just discuss 2 important words which are going to repeat in this topic. What are those 2 words? First is intrinsic. Intrinsic value means the actual value of the commodity. The value of the commodity. The second is face value. Face value means value of money. Like for mathematics, you will be having formulas, right? In the same way, before starting this topic, you just imagine that these 2 terms are the formulas. Intrinsic means value of commodity. Face value means value of money. You will understand when we will discuss the definition. Let us start with the first one, commodity or standard money. So just now we have read here commodity money and here standard money. These 2 are different side headings, but the meaning of these 2 terms are same. So generally these kinds of money are in metal form. Metal means which kind of money will be having in metal? Paper notes? No. Coins will be in metal. So commodity money and standard money are metallic coins whose face value is equals to intrinsic value. That means value of money is equals to value of commodity. We are talking about only metals. For example, if I have a gold coin, I am having a gold coin of rupees 500. I am having a gold coin of rupees 500. Unfortunately, if I lose that coin, that means I am losing my 500 rupees also. What is the value of money? Value of money is rupees 500. What is the value of commodity? Value of commodity is also 500. Okay, the gold coin value is 500. The value of money here is also 500. Alright, so because of this reason, we say that value of money is equals to value of commodity. That means face value is equals to intrinsic value. Is that clear? Second point, representative money and token money are same. It may be in the form of coins, it may be in the form of papers. Here the face value is more than intrinsic value. For example, let us take the note of rupees 2000. I am having 2000 rupees note. Suddenly, while riding a bike, I have lost my 2000 rupees note. So, did I just lost a piece of paper? No, I have lost 2000 rupees note. In place of that 2000, if there was one empty paper, if it was lost, I won't have any tension because it was just a paper. But here I am talking about 2000 rupees note. It is just a mere paper, but still its value is more. That means value of money is more than the value of commodity. We don't have that value of paper, but we have the value of money. Alright. If just on a piece of paper, if I just write 2000 rupees note, and if I just draw the picture of Mahatma Gandhi and if I give to a shopkeeper, will he accept it? No, because it's just a paper. Okay, the value of commodity is not there because it is just a paper, it's not money. So there value of money is not there because that is just a paper. But if I give 2000 rupees note of government to the shopkeeper, he'll accept it. Why? Because it is having, that paper is having value. Our normal papers are not having that much of value. Daily we'll tear some papers, we'll use for many purposes, right? In shelves, when you come to a new house, you will be keeping the papers, right? So we don't have value of paper, but we have value of money. That means value of money is more than value of commodity, which means face value is more than intrinsic value. Here we read that face value and intrinsic value is same. If I lose a coin, I have lost the gold coin as well as I have lost my 500 rupees value. So face value and intrinsic value here is same, but here face value is more than intrinsic value. The third one is legal tender money. Legal tender money, the money which is accepted by everyone as per the law. Money which is accepted by everyone as per the law. For example, what is the currency of India? The currency of India is rupees. Am I right or not? Rupees. The currency of any foreign country is in dollars, right? Or any other currency, dollars, pounds, reals, etc. If I give dollar to a beggar, is it useful for him? No, because that currency is not working in our country. If I give some 10,000 rupees to a beggar, then he'll be too glad because he got 10,000 rupees, right? So legal tender money means the money which is acceptable by all. So in our country, everyone accepts rupees, not any other kind of money. Alright, converting your money from Western Union, that is some secondary thing. But legal tender money means the money which is acceptable by everyone as per the law. Like in all our notes, we have a particular design at backside. So if every note is having the same design and every note is having the same picture of Mahatma Gandhi and every note is having all the details which is written as per the law, then everyone will accept that notes. If some or the other thing is missing in that, then that note is illegal. So if I am talking about legal tender money, that means the money which is acceptable by everyone as per the law. Coming to fourth point, that is metallic money. The term itself is saying it is metal. It may be made up of any kind of metal, nickel, silver, steel. So coins are generally made up of these metals. You can include gold also. Gold. Alright. Then fifth point is paper money. So paper money is printed on paper, right? Paper money is printed on paper. And we have notes of rupees of the denominations 2000, 500, 100, rupees 50, rupees 20 and rupees 10. So we are having rupees 2000 rupees note, 500 rupees note, 100 rupees note, 50 rupees note and 20 and rupees 10 notes. So this is what paper money means. The last and final is credit money. Credit money refers to bank deposits. It refers to what? Bank deposit. That means the money which can be transferred from one person to another person, from one individual to another individual through checks is known as credit money. The money which can be transferred from one person to another person through checks is known as credit money. So credit money is through checks. Paper money is printed on papers. Metallic money is maybe made up of any kind of metal like nickel, silver, steel, gold, etc. Legal tender money, which is acceptable by everyone as per the law. Representative or token money, whose face value is always more than intrinsic value. That means value of money is always more than value of commodity. The definition I have written over here through formula. Then first one, commodity or standard money, whose face value and intrinsic value is same. So the topic is completed. Hope you understood it. Might be you might be confusing in first one and second one. Don't get confused. Just learn the formula, and wherever you find face value, you just read it as value of money. Wherever you find intrinsic value, you just read it as value of commodity. Then you will understand it. Read it 2 to 3 times, then easily you can grasp the concept. See you in the next class with some new topics. Till that, stay healthy, stay home, and keep practicing.